As many of you know, this is the last model year for this generation of the Altima. However, we still wanted to show you guys the 2018 model while it's here. For this review, we're going to be focusing on the SR Midnight Edition, since it offers the best combination of style and affordability, but we'll also be highlighting the 2018 changes that affect all the other trims. So should you go ahead and buy an Altima before the new one comes out? Let's find out.
We would like to extend a special thanks to Gates Nissan in Richmond, Kentucky for providing us with today's vehicle. If you want to find out more information about their dealership and massive inventory of new Nissans, then check the video description for both their physical and web addresses.
So like pretty much every Nissan, you've got their standard smart entry system and this key fob. At the Midnight Edition level, you do also have remote start. To unlock the door, there is no sensor, so you just have to press this button. As always, the first thing we'll do is pop the hood. So under the hood, the Altima can still be had with either a 4-cylinder or V6 engine. But this SR trim is now 4-cylinder only for 2018. This 2.5-liter i4 produces 179 horsepower and 177 pound-feet of torque. Power is put to the ground by the front wheels only, after being routed through a continuously variable transmission with 7 simulated gear changes. This has proven to be a very efficient setup, since it's still one of the most efficient vehicles in the class. Our SR is rated at 26 city, 37 highway, 30 combined, but the other 4-cylinder trims do even better at 31 combined. Well, that's the powertrain in a nutshell, so now let's check out the sporty exterior. There have been a lot of new midsize sedans come out in the last year, including the Altima's biggest rivals, the Camry and Accord. However, I have to say this car still doesn't look dated, especially when you factor in the Midnight Edition. This is one of the more stylish offerings in the class. As you can tell, one of the things this package does is fully black out the grille to give it a mean look. This gray exterior is the middle ground in terms of contrast, but you can also choose white or black depending on how much you want it to pop. The halogen headlights have smoked lenses, which further the aggression already set in play by the angular LED daytime running lights. And at the bottom you also have halogen fog lights. A sharp body line continues the aggression into the back, where again all the chrome has been fully blacked out. The most attention-grabbing element by far is the large black spoiler, but you also have smoked LED taillights and dual chrome exhaust outlets even on this 4-cylinder model. Overall, this exterior has a lot of 370Z and Maxima influence, which is why things have aged quite gracefully. Of course, the Altima can come with a variety of wheel options, but this one gets the dark 18-inch alloys. Normally, I'm not a fan of blacked out wheels, but on this car, they work. All models get 11.7-inch ventilated disc brakes in the front and 11.5-inch solid disc brakes in the rear. And coming back to the mirrors, of course they are black like everything else. Other than that, heating and blind spot monitoring require higher trims. The door handles, however, are still chrome. As far as safety is concerned, the Altima got even safer this year. For 2018, all trims now include standard automatic emergency braking, helping it to keep its top safety pick rating from the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety. Finally, wrapping up the exterior, the Altima has stellar fuel range. The combination of a large 18-gallon tank and excellent fuel economy yield 540 miles of range, much better than most rivals. That's it for the outside, so now let's see if the cabin has aged just gracefully. So inside the Altima SR Midnight Edition, you've got just one option for the interior, and that's this black leatherette seating with your blue contrast stitching and then blue accents throughout the cabin. As far as the door trim goes, you've got those same materials where you got your leather that covers most of it and your blue contrast stitching. The driver's window is one-touch automatic up and down. You get special floor mats with the Midnight Edition package. As far as the seats, they are 8-way power adjusting with 2-way lumbar. And then, like I said, this is your leatherette seating. Feels pretty realistic. And then I really like this blue patch here. Gives it a good look. So my first thoughts on the cabin are that even though this has been on sale for a while, everything in here still looks pretty nice. And once you start touching things, the materials are pretty high quality. Only the extreme upper part of the dash is hard touch. And then in the middle, you do have some soft touch plastic. There's also some blue trim that goes through here, and then that same trim continues down through here. And then everything does fit together really solidly as well. To start the vehicle, all Altimas have standard push-button start. As part of the SR Midnight package, we also have this 7-inch display instead of the standard 5-inch one. So the gauges are your typical Nissan design, with a 4-inch multifunction display in the middle. You can press on the button on the steering wheel, and this can scroll through all your typical information as well as your driver's assistance. As far as the steering, it is electric power assisted, and on the SR Midnight we have leather wrapping with your blue contrast stitching. Now of course the big thing that stands out are these huge column mounted paddle shifters. As you can see, they're really giant and column mounted, like I said. So that's unique. The steering wheel itself is manual tilt and telescoping. Now as far as storage goes, the Altima does very good for itself. Starting out here with the center console, this opens up in 2 different ways. The top portion here is nicely felt lined. This would be good for like a phone or something. And then the main part is in this lower area. Now this is really impressively deep and wide. You also do have a 12-volt outlet down there. Beyond that, up in the front, there is another deep area, and that also has a 12-volt outlet, plus a USB and an aux jack. This is your standard shifter. If you go back once more into the DS mode, that's where you get the simulated gear changes, and that's where you can shift manually with the paddle shifters. When in reverse, we have a backup camera. It does now have active trajectory this year, which I don't remember it having last year. As far as the buttons behind the shifter, these are for your heated seats. Those are part of the SR Midnight package. The climate control is manual climate still. You have to go up until at least the SV to get the automatic. But very simple controls. All your zones are just nicely laid out here, and your temperature controls over here. Very easy to use. let's go ahead and sample the audio system next. Sound quality is pretty good for this system. Of course, you can get a Bose sound system in the higher end trim levels. And now that brings us to the upgraded software on the NissanConnect system. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at that. While the screen itself is carryover from 2017, Nissan has finally added its modern NissanConnect software to one of its most popular models. This is a really big change since you previously had to control everything by cycling through buttons along the side. Now you have a modern interface which is responsive and can be loaded up with widgets. This is Bluetooth audio, which you can control here. All the other sources conveniently line the bottom. Next up in phone, it is pretty much the same as in most cars. But if you're familiar with the outgoing system, this is definitely more responsive. Text message support is also included. Next up we have the map. Navigation is included in the Midnight package along with the 7-inch display. And speaking of that, every Altima with the 7-inch display also comes with both Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Those are increasingly becoming something drivers expect in new cars, so it's great that Nissan added them. That's all I'm going to cover in this video, but we have a dedicated tutorial of the NissanConnect system if you want to find out more. A link to that video is provided in the description. Up at the top you do have a manually dimming mirror, and also a very large sunglass holder. One thing you will find missing from our SR Midnight Edition is a moonroof, but of course you can get one with a higher trim level. So overall, the cabin of the Altima really has aged gracefully. Will the new Altima's cabin be nicer? Maybe, but right now you couldn't be faulted for choosing this one.
The back door trim of the Altima is just as nice as the one in the front. Got a nice padded leather down here, and it extends all the way up through here. Got a silver painted door handle, and your windows are power adjusting. Down below you do have a little storage area, perfect for a bottle. And as far as space goes, you'll find 36.1 inches of legroom and 37.1 inches of headroom. That places it quite a bit behind new competitors like the Honda Accord, but it is not bad overall. These seats are also some of the most comfortable I've ever sat in. Like, these things are super squishy. In the center area, you are lacking some vents, but Nissan did give you a couple smart charging USBs. You also have a nice leather wrapped armrest with a couple cup holders in the end. Up top you have a nice headliner, some lighting, and an assist grille. Now as far as space is concerned, I still have plenty of room behind Drew's position. That's probably about a foot of space, and my feet can easily slide up under the seat. Sliding over, I still have probably 6 inches of leg room, and my feet also can slide up under the seat, and this is with it all the way back. So overall, the rear is just like the rest of the car. It's aged very gracefully, and I have plenty of space. It's very comfortable overall, and Nissan did help it by giving it some smart charging USBs. So overall, it's a pretty good rear seat. Moving around to the trunk, just locate this button underneath the trunk lid to open. Inside you're going to find 15.4 cubic feet of space, which is once again a little smaller than most competitors. The seats do fold 60-40 split. You do also have a spare tire. The passenger seat is manually adjusting on this model. Materials in front of you are really nice. This is a nice padded grain plastic. You do have some trim here. The glove box is also dampened and really good sized. Top you have a light and mirror in your visor and a slide to adjust. Well guys, we hope you enjoyed watching this in-depth look at the 2018 Nissan Altima SR Midnight Edition. Stay watching for a quick look at the pricing, and don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons below. We'll catch you next time as we sample more of the latest automotive delicacies.